No. Hey guys, happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, baby. I have special news. I graduated. I graduated from 8th grade yesterday. And like I promised, I did say I'm going to record an episode after my graduation, which was yesterday. So, yeah, I post on Fridays, Saturdays. I post on Fridays sometimes, Saturdays sometimes, and Sundays sometimes. But, so, if you ever listen to my podcast, which, by the way, it's losing count, all of my watchers are disappearing. All my listeners are disappearing. And I'm going to talk about that in the next segment, a little bit into the next segment before I talk about what Juneteenth's for. It's not my usual. I'm still doing season 2, season 1 membranes like that. So, as a commercial break, I'll talk about what Juneteenth is, but I have to brush my teeth. So, I'll see you all after commercial. Okay, guys, I am back, and I got a little bit blood on my shoes when it comes to lying. I lie a little bit, but unfortunately, we're not going to be talking about Juneteenth, although it's a very important celebration. But I am going to talk about Black Lives Matter movement and what we can do to help them. But unfortunately, I've been changing my mind. I'm sorry. I lied by accident, so don't punch me in the face. So at the end of this episode, I was talking about why Black Lives Matter and why Juneteenth matters. But I'm going to be doing an analysis on a total drama. You know what? I actually want to do a different analysis on a different cartoon, and so that I'll do the different analysis on. I haven't thought this through. Okay, so let me start off that when I put a poll on Twitter, you guys didn't really answer. So I guess we're just gonna have to do a TDI analysis on Samey, which I feel so bad about. Because her evil sister, who's probably jealous of her. Yeah, that's how I feel about Amy. You can watch my analysis on Amy. But in the next segment, I'm going to talk about what she does in school. Like, what she is like at home. And then in the next segment, I'll talk about... Actually, since I don't want to make this long, I'm going to talk about what she's like in... Because I really want to talk about Juneteenth. I'm going to talk about... In the next segment, I'm going to talk about... what Samey is like at home and at school compared to what she would be like in at home and school. Then I'm going to talk about what season she can fit in, along with her interactions with her sister and whether she would want to be in it. So that's going to be a long segment. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. I'll see you in the next segment. I am back. I'm back. And now I'm going to talk about what Samey is like, would be like at home. And at school. So let's start with how she's at home. So, you know Samey as a sweet girl. But with her sister, especially, okay, let's assume, okay, I'm going to start off with a scenario. Let's say that all these characters were quarantined like us. Was stuck at home for 3 months. 3 months. Can't you believe it? It's been like 3 months. So, like, whoa. Oh. Uh.
14 acres and a mule.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting tracked. Okay, so, like, Samey's a nice girl, but imagine if we were quarantined for 3 months. By the way, guys, if you want to send me deviations of people at quarantine, total drama, any character from any cartoon show quarantine, you can just show me on Twitter, on Gkanji, or Instagram. So, yeah. So basically, so say this is before quarantine. So let's set up how she's at school. Samey would be confused by Amy, cause like I said in Amy's analysis, Amy's a bully. Amy will be looked at as the sunset shimmer in this scenario. With the 2 little sidekicks. Well, one little sidekick for Amy, which would be Rodney. But like not what I was thinking for Sunset Shimmer. So that's probably the difference between those two. I talked about a lot about the differences back and forth in Amy and Sunset Shimmer, but they're both different. So before quarantine, Samey was a nice loving girl. She had a lot of friends, which those quote unquote friends were on Total Drama Pocket Island. I mean, because like the scheduling system, like I don't know how Chris chooses his contestants. I don't even want to know how he chooses his contestants. Probably a whole obstacle course, but Samey's friends signed up. I'm actually gonna stop calling her Samey. I'm gonna call her Samey. So Samey signed up with Amy, which I do not know how. But so are those 2 other girls who are Sammy's friends. They both signed up for her. They both signed up to be with her. But they didn't get in. And if they did get in, they would be on a place on another team because you know how Chris is. I don't even think I can do an analysis on Chris because all he is evil, evil, evil. I'm also going to do another episode after I post this on Twitter. But Chris would be able to go to jail. He wouldn't be a teacher. Just saying. I'm not going off topic. We're still talking about Samey and probably Amy, but I already talked about her. She had her episode. So basically, in conclusion, Samey would be a nice girl. I mean, she would have lots of friends. And Amy would be the one that would be. She would have her 2 little sidekicks, two meaning one big redhead psychic, Rodney. But I wouldn't consider her as a psychic because Rodney's too sweet for that. Sidekick meaning snips and snails activity. So, basic conclusion. So, Samey Samey applied to this big old competition. We're going in time in like chronological order. She's in school, she signed up, she sees this little banner or whatever Chris has to advertise this little competition. So she signed up not knowing that Amy's gonna sign up. And that Amy was finally gonna tell her that she signed up and she can't. You know how Amy is. Samey goes and does a little thing, blah, 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 blah. I would be good for this competition, blah, 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 blah. And also, may I add, tangent, that, like, where are the rules for signing up? Like, I hear 5 different qualities. I hear, whoa, what was that? I hear, I hear, I hear that some people have the advertisement on doing this is going to be terrible in the future. I just know it as I am in total drama school. That's what Sam's thinking. But off the church, why would y'all, like, how would you go about in this competition? That could have been a good question. What are the questions converting into this, this old thing? Like, how do we get into this competition? At the same time, let me see, at the same time, don't turn.
No, because that's the truth. It's hard not to have diabetes when you're living in a district with food everywhere. That is so true.
Yeah.
Go over to that corner place and you see what's his name all over.
At the same time, I'm trying to talk. At the same time, how will we go about it? How will we go about? Krishka should have thought everything through, because no one is explaining how we get to this competition with all these dumb questions. 5 qualities? Some people even not abide by the rules. How would they go on? How would you know they go on? Anywho, next to the fact about this whole competition called Total Drama, and since dumb old since evil Chris not pretends, but like, he initiates a plan to have both of them on that show. Cause total drama. Can't you guys read? And I'm not blaming, and not to be all hard, Amy, but she should have read. And then she should have asked Amy to, and then another whammo on the team. And then going on and on in time, quarantine wasn't there yet after all the season, All-Star, blah, 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 blah. Let's go more focus on the auditions. Amy says she's a copy off by 5 seconds. I don't know how you can be so stupid. You guys are still twins no matter what. Stick up to each other. And then there's these things where if a twin gets sick, then the other one feels sick. Who's it? It feels sick. Because you feel, and then the other twin feels sick. That's going to happen to you, Amy. I didn't know you didn't. Oh, wow. So after all, and then Amy hates her a bit. Amy hates her a bit. Now, going further in time to quarantine, 3-month quarantine, we have these two girls who are probably living, I don't think they live in the same room, but I think they live in the same house, but I don't think they sleep in the same room. So I don't know the living situation at their house. I'm not gonna go on that. I probably won't. But, and back to the problem with these auditions. How would they let Duncan? You know what? I won't even start talking. I'll talk about that in the next episode after this episode. So yeah, what's up? What is up in the flow, guys? It's gonna get heated up in the house after 3 months. So, if Samey is going through this, and if she was real, obviously, because these are cartoons, I wish her a good luck on quarantine. Because, we're all stuck in here. We all have nothing to do. So, yeah. That's kind of scenario for what Amy and Sammy will be like at home. Now, I'm going to say in the next segment how Amy and Sammy would fit into the season. So. I'll see, and in that segment, I'll also talk about why Black Lives Matter, because that's the last segment I'm going to be putting in there. I'm not going to make an extra segment, putting why Black Lives Matter, why Juneteenth matters. So, I'll see you in the next segment. I am back, guys, and now I'm going to talk about what's I'm not gonna say which season she's gonna fit into, but it's gonna be a long season. I mean, a long episode. So, I mean, like a long ending process. Because I'm gonna need to keep this short because I gotta talk about why Black Lives Matter. So, I decided that I'm gonna say since there's like 8 seasons, season 1, season 2, season 3, season. Okay, Island, Action, World Tour, Buck. No, Reject. I want to say Redemption. Puck 2, All-Star 6, Redemption Wizard. So 8 seasons. Yeah, and yes, counting Total Drama. So, here's 4 seasons she can fit in, and here's 4 seasons she cannot fit in. Let's start with Island. Of course she would fit in it. You know, I'm going to say this to clear all the thoughts. As long as Amy is not there, as long as Chris not being a little being a little pee about it, because I could be there. What? She can't go on like this. I'm just saying. And if Dawn was there, she could help. She can really help. Because, see what I'm saying? Samey loves her sister. It's just Amy's not feeling the same way. That's the problem. And I feel bad for Samey because that's what sisters do. They bond. And I know not all sisters bond, but they should bond over quarantine. I should have said that in the last segment. Who cares? I'm not ending this out. So, as long as Amy's not in the seasons, she's fine. Samey is fine. So, I would think Harold will be attracted to Samey, which is a problem. Because I wouldn't think they would make a good couple. I'm actually World Tour, probably. Action, maybe. You know what? In basic conclusion, anything that's not have Amy in it, except for Dog Race, which is a heck no for me. Sammy and Amy would not work together. In fact, there was this deviation where Amy was with her evil mother. Yes, I said it right, evil mother, because it said that in the deviation on DVR. And then Sammy was with her nice father. And I could clearly see the difference. Because I think the mom has a mole on her face, and Amy has a mole on her face. And then, I want to say Sammy's dad, because there's heck no way that it's Amy's dad. Nope. How could those two even meet? Tangent. How could Amy's mom and Sammy's dad meet and make these beautiful twins? I'm saying beautiful for Sammy, because you're only beautiful on the inside. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Silver Donk was raised, heck no. She would be great with her father than with Amy. Just saying. Total Rama, like I said, as long as Amy's not there, not a problem. And as long as Courtney stopped acting like Amy, not a problem. Because she acts like Amy, if you guys didn't know. Just saying, I'm a hater for Courtney. Always and forever. She may not mean it, but she darn sure meant it for me. Yeehaw. Jump off the curb. She was mean to Harold. Jump off the curb. She would be mean to Sammy. I'm not doubting anything. I am not going on bail. This has to happen. It had to happen. It would have to happen. You know, Courtney, it would have to happen. She would find someone like Sammy, Zoe, Scott, anyone innocent. She would find anyone innocent. And then that's tore them apart. Almost like Heather and probably like Zoe, but I'm not taking it to my own advantage. I'm keeping it as it is. So, let's see where this might go on. Before I talk about why Juneteenth and Black Lives Matter is important, let's go professionally. Let's go professionally on this. So, okay, let's talk about this in a normal manner. Corny would have turned them apart. Corny would have turned them apart. Ma, is Daddy still here?
What?
Is Daddy still here?
Man, please, baby, bye.
I'm just gonna wait.
Alright, go ahead, Mama. It's hot. Oh, it's hot.
Is Daddy still here? Oh, he went to get the food, right? Oh, okay. Okay, anyways, guys, Courtney was, she could tear any innocent person apart. I'm not even gonna anything.
That's a bear. He's so stupid.
Anyone innocent, she could tear them apart. And not make them turn like her, but make them feel like that they can't trust her. Which is why I was so glad she was eliminating that ice cream episode of Total Drama All Stars. I'm not gonna go there. I already went there. You said I can't go there. I already went there. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's move on. So let's talk about Black Lives Matter and Juneteenth, which I said in the beginning of the episode, but I forgot. Because once this goes out to the public, Juneteenth's over already. But that doesn't mean that you can, Juneteenth is when slavery was, where slaves got out of slavery. So let's say, yeah, slavery ended. That's when slavery ended, right? Yeah. That's when slavery ended. But Black Lives Matter, it connects. It connects. Because back in those times at Juneteenth, people didn't respect black people. You heard about Rosa Parks. You heard about Martin Luther King. King.
Mom had to volunteer to replace you. You're her biggest disappointment. Nothing you haven't said before. All that matters is that I'm alive. Well then, you got a pity invite to Cooper's party, and everyone hung out after and didn't even tell you. So, that doesn't bother me. Carla says because your stories meander. But Vanessa says because you're a bad dancer. And that's the sad bad. You're the slow reader in class. And everyone texts about it when it's your turn. I'll tell Miss Davis. She started a group chat. Wow.
Feels pretty bad, huh?
But you want to cry to your mommy? I have no mommy here. I'm ready to go break that baby.
It's basic knowledge. And here's the thing, a lot of people don't teach black history in school. They teach white history. They taught the Boston Tea Party, but they didn't teach Juneteenth and why slavery. They did say a little bit, but they didn't talk about it in full perspective. They didn't talk about Juneteenth. They didn't talk about Martin Luther King. I mean, I don't know now. They talk about it, but not that much. That's the basic knowledge. So, in conclusion, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter means they matter. And they started the trans flag.
Oh, wait, my tower's over there.
they started the trans flag. So that's why they're important. That's the first reason why they're important. The second reason is because they're really important. They're really important. They created jazz. They created different kinds of music. They were like, they built things for us while they were in slavery. I am black. Just saying it out there. I am black. Look on my Twitter profile. I am black. Maybe I lose a lot of plays in this episode. I did in season 1. But in conclusion, it doesn't matter. I just want to make content to the people who can't get there. That's why I'm here. So, in basic form of knowledge, like, just treat other people when you want to be treated. It doesn't have to be black people that you have to treat respectfully. So, like, for example, you can treat Chinese like, you can treat anyone that is not your ethnicity better than they were. So, like, treat Asians respectfully, treat black people respectfully, preach to Mexicans, like, be nice to all races that are not yours. Well, that are just not yours. Respect every ethnicity, no matter what color they are. That's what I meant to say. So take this as like a lesson for why Juneteenth is important. Skip Juneteenth. All lives matter. All lives matter. You guys just treat like all lives don't matter. All lives matter. You're just mistreating the missing piece. You're mistreating the missing piece of it all. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Thank you for listening to this episode. I'll see you in the next one.